Hi everybody, and welcome to my PC build, $1,350 PC build. Just wanted to start off by giving you guys an idea of what you'll be looking at when you guys go to buy your own gaming PC slash video editing PC. The main reason I wanted to buy my computer was to get some YouTube action going on with me and my friends. Mainly PC gaming, stuff like that, but I'll throw a couple of these informative videos in there every once in a while. More if you guys request it, just depends. I wanted to start off my build with my case. My case I got was the NZXT S340. The case is pretty small, has no optical drives, has room for 2 fans, one on the back, one on top for exiting the hot air, and then room in the front for 2 twin 140mm or a liquid cooler system, a radiator system to go in the front. So it has plenty of room for what I needed for. It has room for 2 graphics cards. I only have 1, but it's pretty roomy, and the features that are built into it allow for a nice and tidy cable management system. So that was definitely a plus. We'll start off with a list. Besides the case, I went with the Intel i7-4790K processor. The processor is a 4-core processor with the possibility of hyper-threading, and you can definitely overclock it to about 4.5 gigahertz, which is at a pretty stable temperature and everything, so that's pretty good. The cooler I actually went with for the CPU is the Neptun 240M, the liquid cooler, which has that front radiator that goes right in the front of the case. Pretty nice. The motherboard I chose was the Asus Z97. I felt like it gave me plenty of options for what I needed now and maybe room to grow in the future without getting crazy. I looked at RAM. The most cost-effective RAM that I could find was the Ripjaw X series in the 1866 MHz variety. I got 16 gigabytes of it at a fairly decent price, and it was red too, and I was kind of going with like a red theme in the case, so it worked out pretty well. For storage, I have 2 drives. I have an SSD, which I went with the Samsung 850 Evo 500 gigabyte, and then for my mass storage, I went with a Seagate Barracuda SSHD setup. And what that allows is the first 8 gigabytes of that drive is for your most accessed information, so it can be pulled up super fast, and then the other almost terabyte is used for your mass storage. As far as graphic card goes, I went with the GTX 970, which just seemed like the best bang for the buck and pretty powerful in terms of running anything that's out there today reasonably. Going forward from that, my power supply was the EVGA Supernova GS650. And the reason I picked that was it was fully modular, which I definitely suggest anybody doing if you're interested in making your system look neat and tidy on the inside. It allows for you to manage your cables pretty well. And the second reason it has an eco mode, which at low usage, I guess, like word processing, internet surfing, stuff like that, your power supply fan won't even kick on unless it really needs to, and it keeps your system nice and quiet. The other thing about the case was the 2 fans that are included are both 120mm Silencio fans, which are super quiet too. The only other things left are really peripherals, and I got Windows 7 Home Edition, which that's pretty basic. If you were to get it now, you could upgrade to Windows 10 in the coming months, so that's a pretty good deal. For my monitor, I got an LG 23-inch ISP monitor. 144 Hertz, which was a pretty good deal for what I paid for it. Which I'll tell you guys all the prices at the end. I'll wait for that. The only other thing I got left was the keyboard and mouse combo, which is just the Cooler Master Devastator series. For the price, you can't really beat it for a basic keyboard and mouse setup. Now moving into prices, the best thing to do as far as prices goes is to obviously look for websites that are going to give you rebates along with different incentives for using their website. For example, NCIX US actually gives you, I think, a $20 gift card for every $100 you spend. So I was able to take advantage of that twice, one for me, one for my wife's name. And I was also able to get another $10 gift card from them for something else that I bought. But they're always running gift card specials like that, which if you take advantage of, I mean, that was $50 right there that we saved off the setup. Obviously, rebates are a big thing too. Newegg, along with NCIX US, give rebates pretty much on everything. So I was able to get killer deals on my processor and GPU and stuff like that. Along with the rebates and incentives for using their websites are bundled games. Bundled games come in the variety of, for example, my GPU came with the Batman game. I was able to sell that for 30 bucks on eBay and just put that towards the overall cost of my system, which was, you know, a pretty good deal. Other than that, specific prices I'm going to put down in the description. And if you guys want to know any more information about my setup, or kind of like a video tutorial of how I set it up or whatnot, I included, you know, the pictures obviously, but if you guys want like a more in-depth view of my setup, feel free to message me and I'll put a video up of it. Also, the desk you see in the pictures actually is a desk that I custom made for my setup, which was super simple, and it's a pretty solid built desk, a lot more solid than anything you could probably buy in the store, and it was simple to build by yourself. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or need to see anything else, just feel free to PM me and I'll be happy to get back to you. Thanks again for watching my video, and if you like what you see, please subscribe. Thank you.